We all love comedy and food.
This food, I can't do it anymore. We've got to get some antioxidants back into this guy.
I think Julie has her doubts that you can create a healthy casserole. Well, I'm going to prove her wrong. We're going to make a shrimp enchilada casserole. Unlike your mushroom cream, whatever that was.
Yeah.
Okay? This is so simple. It's just pumpkin puree, veg stock, chili powder, garlic, salt, pepper.
The cayenne and the peppers, great sources of vitamin C, which are going to keep your immune system high, so we make sure you get to that gig.
To me, dieting means bland, so I would like to find a way that I can lose weight or diet, but have flavor.
Let's move on to the main dish, the enchilada. We're starting with peeled, deveined shrimp.
Much easier this way.
Easier this way.
Shrimp provides zinc, which is incredibly important for men's sexual health. And Brian, for his stand-up, if you know what I mean.
We're gonna start with cooking our shrimp. We're gonna just layer on the bottom of the pan the shrimp so that we get really good caramelization. We're cooking at a relatively high heat, okay?
Why are you having to cook at high heat, Ezra? You know that it's going to oxidize the oil, and the caramelization, if you go too far, you're creating more advanced glycation end products. We're aging him.
I can't afford to look any older.
There's 100 ways to do seafood, Ezra. You do not need to fry it that high.
We will never agree on this cooking technique. We might as well not make this dish if we don't do it.
Maybe I should have been placed in between the cutting knife and Julie and Ezra, because I was a little worried about their process.
In our enchiladas with the shrimp, we've got some red onion, some zucchini, some poblano peppers, and lastly, we've got some beautiful king oyster mushrooms. That's it for the shrimp. And now onto the veggies. And we're going to cook the veggies in the same pan as the shrimp.
You got to saute that for how long?
We're going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay, so not
right?
No.
For a guy who's normally out front and center, he's asking a lot of questions. He knows how to share the mic. It's great.
Now we just assemble it in the dish.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is the easy part.
Easy.
Right?
I've been trying to get something good with Brian for about 5 years, so I don't know. I'm hopeful, but Brian's kind of a man stuck in his ways.
I just want a high veggie to flour ratio. I do like that there's 5 shrimp. That's a perfect serving.
We just roll it up and place it seam side down in the dish. You want to try one?
That looks pretty good. Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah?
I think I could.
Go for it.
When we went through the process of doing it and assembling it, it felt kind of quick and rather painless.
One last touch. A little Mexican cheese. This is queso fresco.
Why does he have to have that cheese? There's lots of low-fat options. We could have had a perfect meal without any fat.
Julie, this is comedy. It's not a drama, all right? Cheese, not such a big deal. Tone it down a little bit.
I want to replace those brownies with something just as decadent, but incredibly energizing in the long term. So we're going to make a spicy club mix. We've got almonds, 76 milligrams of magnesium, so important for muscle health. We've got our pecans and the hazelnuts. They are such great energy food. Sesame seeds, one of the best, most outrageously nutritious things you could possibly eat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Brian was intrigued when we got him understanding that you could increase energy and performance. Who can't be sold on that? Brian, now we're going to add the honey. It'll hold it all together. Will you mix up the nuts? I'm going to add in the spices slowly. When people get all the tastes, when they get their sweet, sour, savory, they're deeply satisfied. And it's all going to go down easier because those spices actually help with digestion. That does not look as good as brownies. It's all chocolatey brown and all those nuts in there.
It's no brownie, but it looks good. Replacing brownies with mixed nuts? I don't know, even chocolate-covered mixed nuts. Brownies are good.
We're going to bake these really low temperature, Ezra. Ever heard of it? 250 degrees. That means that we don't overcook those nuts. And in 30 minutes, we're going to have spicy club mix.
It's one thing for them to give my dish a hard time, but I don't think that it's necessarily a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Let's go feed these guys.
Okay, but you know what? They like their butter. They like their cream. I hope that this is going to fly with them.
It's gonna work, I think.
Shelley,
Yes.
are you glad you called us in?
Julie and Ezra might be in for a surprise.
Maybe something that's not all together in the same dish.
I love comedy and I love cooking.
If you were in a maximum security prison, this would be a great day.
I've got to break the cycle of fat. This salad has everything you want in a dish. It's going to work, I think.
I'm scared that Brian taught Ezra how to cook like him at this point. I'm excited and frightened at the same time.
I'm optimistic. I think the casserole dish is half full, and I think that it will be delicious. Breaks the finger.
Something that's not all together in the same dish. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Are you happy to see me again?
Of course.
Should be. At lunch.
We got vitamin A in the goji berries, vitamin B in the zucchini. The citrus and the mango delivered some great vitamin C, and all those incredible minerals covered off. The electrolytes, they're gonna have energy. I am so thrilled with how this came together.
We showed Brian what real flavors should taste like without all that fat. I missed the bacon, but still really good food. We have completely revamped Brian's idea of a casserole. We have shrimp and veggie enchiladas made into a casserole. In front of Erica, we have a delicious salad.
And replacing those evil brownies are some equally chocolatey, delicious club mix.
I wonder if all that fat-laden food that he's been eating over the years has numbed his taste buds. There might be no turning back. Okay, guys, let's eat.
Julie and Ezra might be in for a surprise. Just because they're a little hard on me, it doesn't mean they're not going to be harder on them.
Shelley,
Yes.
are you glad you called us in?
You know what? I am so pleased. How could I not be happy? There were so many vegetables in this meal. The color, the flavor, the crispness, like you felt sexy eating it.
I feel good. I don't feel like I've eaten a cannonball or, a live animal or something like that. I feel pretty good right now.
You want a repeat performance, but you don't want a repeat meal. You know what I mean?
I would have to agree.
That's my attempted humor. There you go.
Yeah, it feels lighter. It's certainly not as salty, but the flavor's all there. I really like the salad, especially.
The creaminess of the enchiladas with the sharp tartness of the salad, I loved it.
I am loving this.
Yeah?
Today's meal, I found, even though I didn't finish what was on my plate, which is almost a first for me, I was completely satisfied. I love the flavors. They're flavors I don't know what what is it, cacahuaca? I don't know, I forget what it was. It was healthy.
There's more flavors. There's more flavors.
Yeah, and I'm loving it.
Ezra may not have killed on the stage, but man, he kills in the kitchen.
Everybody was satisfied. That's a successful meal.
Every nutrient I wanted to see in them was delivered. I have to say, I'm taking a bow.
You got to admit, we have come a long way from your chicken Florentine casserole. What do you think of this?
It certainly is a bit of an eye-opener. These guys really showed me the ropes. And when I sat down for that meal, I have to admit, it was really good.
Thank goodness, years of consuming heavy, fat-laden food has not numbed his taste buds. He can taste my food, and thank God, because it's delicious.
Julie and Ezra, thank you so much for coming. I adore you. I love you. Call me Ezra.
I think we should raise our glasses.
Absolutely.
This is to Brian. I'm sure you're getting another encore. Here's to the next casserole.
For recipes and more, visit myviva.ca/healthygourmet.